Hello, this is Malorian, and this is the Orc Tactical Team, and basically we're going to be talking about probability today. So normally as a gamer, you're used to this dice. This is a D6, 6 sides, and even though each dice will have a very slight bias to it, basically you know that if I roll this one dice 600 times, I should come up with each one coming up roughly 100 times. Now we're going to be talking about the Storm of Magic, and the little thing that they have in there, which is the good old spin wheel. Comes right here attached, and this is something where it's supposed to be set up so that it's also a little bit random. You know, you just give it a spin and it's going to land somewhere. But the problem is that these have inherent weaknesses to it. And the reason for that is that you can't make them perfect like you can a dice. And there's several reasons for this. For one, it has to be extremely flat in order to be granted. So of course whenever you open it, it's going to be slightly higher, meaning that the heavy side is going to be ending up on over here more often than not. If there is any oddities with the way that this has been attached, or if any one side is slightly higher, it's going to catch and stop them more often. And really what you need to do to find out what it is for your book is just spin it. You know, I know for this book that more often than not it's ending up over here. And I mean, of course, this is, if I make this flat or best I can, that makes it not as much, but more often than not it's going to be on this half of the board. And I know that when it comes time to figure out the whole Winds of Magic, that this is going to be the most popular. So what does this mean? Well, what it means is, for starters, is that if you're playing Storm of Magic and you're trying to figure out what lore you want to take on your guys, well, let's see. This one here, which is the Lore of Shadows, and then on that it links in with Lore of the Wild, Dark Magic, of course, and Lore of Slaanesh. So right there, you know, there's a big bonus to it, and meanwhile, you know, the ones that are over here are going to have less of a chance to come up. So, you know, maybe your board is different. Maybe on yours, the Lore of Life, maybe there's a little break in here and it's getting caught there, but you can always just play around with your own. You don't usually have to spin it that many times to find out where the bias is. And yeah, you can pretty much use it to your advantage. Now, this is something that is fairly cheap, and it is something that's, you know, if you spend an hour there just flicking this thing to find out where the most popular one is going to be, you know, your friends are probably going to think you're kind of a weirdo. So something that I'd like to suggest is, this is a D8. You can go to any hobby store, pick it up, and much just like the D6, if I roll this 800 times, every single one should come up roughly, you know, 100 times. And you just relate this to this. You know, just pretend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, off you go. So there you have it. The probability in how spin wheels are not exactly equally as probable as regular dice, and what you can do to fix it. So hope you enjoyed it. Bye.